Hey everybody, it's Coin Snobs. I'm Keith,
And I'm Jason.
and we raided my bank again. Got all the customer wrapped rolls. They didn't have very many this time, but we got some of everything. So we're gonna go through them, see what we can find, and we'll see you at the wrap up.
And we got a pretty good variety of wrappers there too,
Yeah,
so that's kind of cool.
we don't have any moolah like we did in the last one that we found silver in,
No
but
moolah.
we'll see what we get.
Yep. All right. Be back with you guys shortly. Hey guys, what's up, and welcome to the wrap up. I'm going to take a look at some of the highlights. These are just the more interesting coins. We did find quite a few nickels, from 1959 and back, which me and Keith keep. We found some 2009 quarters, but nothing, spectacular. I'm just going to show you the good stuff. First one we got here is a 1947 nickel. Pretty heavy damage there across Jefferson's face. Something you'd expect to find in circulation. And it's a plain Philadelphia strike. No mint mark there. But it does, however, have a little bit of a die chip right about there. And it looks like it probably also has some lamination over here. Just a little bit. That's where the layers of the planchet start to split apart and peel back. Okay. That's the first guy. Number two. Got a 1942. As a lot of you guys know, there's a Type 1 and a Type 2 in 1942. A couple of videos ago is when we found the 1942 Type 2 that was silver. Near mint state condition, if not mint state condition. Again, pretty common looking coin. And as you can see from back here, no mint mark here and no mint mark above here. So it's definitely a 1942 Type 1 nickel, no silver content. And I'm showing you this one because this one definitely has some lamination down here, right next to God, and a little bit along the ridge right there, or rim I should say. So, call that an error. And then we got some dimes. 2016 Philadelphia. He's got a bit of a hit there on his jowl. Right on his eyebrow there, so it's definitely got some contact marks from circulation. However, down here below the lower band on the torch, right here is a die chip. There's also some die cracks coming off the bottom of it, so pretty common area for the reverse die on a dime to start wearing. You find a lot of die cracks down there coming off the bottom of the torch, and you'll find die chips. It's not uncommon, but it's still pretty cool to find. It's not a bad looking dime. And then I have 1969 plain Philadelphia strike. Again, something you'd expect to find in pocket change. Except this one does have the reverse of 1968, as you can tell by the extra detail on the top of the torch there. And basically what happened there, as I explained before in a previous video, 1960, 69 and 1970D dimes, some of them have what's called the reverse of 1968, and what that is with that extra detail right there, they had used a die that was intended to be used for 1968 proof sets, proof dimes. So it has that extra little line right here and right there. It's kind of hard to see on a circulated coin, but it's definitely there, so definitely reverse of 1968. And then we've got a 1973D it's kind of hard to see, so I'm going to show it to you kind of off in the corner here because you got to see it sort of in the shadows. The shadows has to hit it just right on this scope. But if you look right here above the olive leaf, see kind of like a little wavy line right here, and then below the L, going through the L actually, and right down here below the olive branch, you can see a little bit of a clash dye. And judging by all of the striations on the coin, they caught it and they definitely did attempt to polish it out. Which is why we're missing some of the detail here, like the U in pluribus over here is really weak. That's where they polished out some of the detail without trying. Okay, and then we have a 1970D. A little bit of a double rim, but that's not a big deal. Again, pretty common looking circulated coin. But it is another one that has the reverse of 1968. And I might actually see if I can find some decent examples that I have in the collection of the 69 or 70D reverse of 68 coins, so that you can see exactly what we're talking about. Like I said, it's kind of hard to see it on a circulated coin, but it's definitely there. That die has seen some pretty heavy use too. You can see quite a bit of metal flow from the center out from the pressure of the die. And then we got a couple of pennies. 1953D wheat penny. Not so pretty. Decent amount of detail still left in the wheat stalks, but not so good looking, but it's a wheat penny, so why not? And then this one is super cool. 1946. You can barely make out the 6 though. So it looks like maybe it was struck through grease, like there was a grease-filled die and it was missing some of the detail, which is certainly possible. Now that alone is pretty cool. But if you look up there, the bottom part of the T is mostly missing. And then check out Liberty. Or L. Arty, I guess. Yeah, the I, B, and E, well, most of the E is pretty much completely missing. Like, it's just not even there. So that had to be a grease-filled die. Decent amount of detail on the reverse. Especially for a 46, it's not bad. And as some of you may or may not know, 1946 was, I believe, a shell case cent, where they were using shell casings from World War II to actually produce the planchets for the pennies. But not a bad looking coin. Alright, for this round, that's pretty much all we got for you. Like I said, we found a couple other little things, you know, but nothing spectacular, nothing that you'd really probably care to see. But I will get back to you guys soon within the next day or two with some more coin roll hunts. Until then, love you guys, God bless you, and we will see you soon. Thanks a lot.